Truthfully, the biggest thing for me is just how we're overall feeling in I'm knocking on wood as I say this, but the lack of sickness in our household is pretty great. Again, I think I contribute that to you a lot, along with the fact that Merritt really did not have any like horrible reflex issues when she was like newborn or into those early baby phases. She really didn't have a lot of like feeding issues. I breastfed for an entire year. She's never had any like constipation issues. Even now her teeth are coming in and she handles it really well. I think coming to you consistently has helped tremendously with that. The whole experience for me has been great. There's like no wait time. I get in, get out. I can address any issues. I've always felt super comfortable with you. You've always been super professional. I tell people all the time, I'm like, you need to go. It's the best thing ever. You're just going to feel it from day one.
What inspired you to seek out prenatal chiropractic care with us, even though you weren't experiencing any specific symptoms?
For me, I just wanted to make sure that I had a healthy pregnancy throughout my journey. I think I came to you super early, like 7 weeks. I think you were the only one to know that I was pregnant for a while besides Austin. But we also experienced 3 miscarriages before Merritt. So I just wanted to make sure I was doing everything right. And we have more of a holistic view. And I felt really comfortable going down this route with you. So I just wanted to make sure I was checking my boxes in terms of like making sure I had a healthy pregnancy and doing anything that I could to make sure it stayed viable and I felt good. I wanted to feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. And were there any other wellness practices or approaches that you were exploring during your pregnancy to support your overall health?
Like I said, we're more the holistic version of healthcare. So we had a doula and a midwife care as well. But actually, that came later through your recommendations. But I think from the start, I did things a little differently in terms of like supplements and like I was really, which I still am on like beef liver, and I didn't take the usual prenatals that most people would take. But again, just making sure I was eating healthy, whole foods, seeing you, and then working out as much as I could in a healthy way. So nothing like drastic, but yeah, I think really mainly your care was the route that I was going besides doula and midwife care. So
Yeah, absolutely. And when you were considering different ways to support your prenatal health, what sources were you turning to, or where were you finding your information or guidance?
yeah, I have I would lots of research and education online. So I didn't really have like a primary care or an OB say like you should do this. I think it was all like self education. And as I was googling, I was like, there's got to be places in Crown Point or the region that supports this way of thinking. And then that's when you popped up. So I was really excited to see that you were in the area. I think it was just a natural like Google search of like I would love to get chiropractic care. And then I also wanted to make sure I chose a place that I could continue care once baby was here. And that was super important because I didn't want to switch practices or like switch methods, if you will. So as soon as I saw that you were like focused on pregnancy and family care, I was like, yeah, this is a win for me.
Awesome. And how would you describe the benefits you've experienced since beginning care with us?
Throughout my pregnancy, I would always tell people like, I don't, Merritt was my first true, like, our miscarriages happened all before 12 weeks. So I really never like experienced a lot of pregnancy symptoms with those. But with my pregnancy with Merritt, which is our baby number one, I never really got nauseous. I felt really, my body felt really good. I wasn't really like mass swollen. Prior to pregnancy, I had a history of migraines, which is another reason why I wanted to come see you. And I was worried that it was going to get worse throughout my pregnancy because that's just what I hear or heard. But I had no migraines. I was also a college athlete, so I just wanted to take care of my body going through this massive change. And yeah, I guess like I had a really great pregnancy. I hate telling other women that, but I really contribute that to you a lot of the time because I didn't have any of those like nauseous waves. I didn't have any migraines or headaches. My body wasn't sore. I felt really good throughout my pregnancy. And it was a pregnancy that I found out I was pregnant in February and she was born in October. So I was second trimester ending, going into third trimester in the summertime. So again, like I felt really good.
Awesome. And if you had to think about, the continued chiropractic support postpartum for your wellness and your family's overall health, what type of changes have you seen for your family, when you've been super diligent about coming in versus kind of when you guys fall off based on travel schedules? What do you guys notice when you get back on track in the office?
Truthfully, the biggest thing for me is just how we're overall feeling in our like the I'm knocking on wood as I say this, but the lack of sickness in our household is pretty great. Again, I think I contribute that to you a lot, along with the fact that Merritt really did not have any like horrible reflex issues when she was like newborn or into those early baby phases. She really didn't have a lot of like feeding issues. I breastfed for an entire year. She did have a tongue tie, but again, like you helped work us through that, even before we went to go see our dentist, who obviously corrected that for us. But yeah, I would say the biggest thing is like she's only had one like overall big ear infection. She's never had any like constipation issues. Um, Even now, her teeth are coming in, and she handles it really well. And again, this is my first kid, but I think coming to you consistently has helped tremendously with that. And when we have fallen off the wagon, if you will, I'm like, hey, we need to get in here. I can tell like we're upset or our bodies are hurting, and when we come in, and it's just yeah, she loves it. I love it. My husband loves it.
Yeah, it's great taking care of you guys. And to talk more about the experience, how would you describe the overall experience of receiving care with us during and after your pregnancy?
Oh, it's super easy. I mean, it was the whole experience for me has been great. There's like no wait time. I get in, get out. I can address any issues that I had with you. I've always felt comfortable. I think I think Merritt and I in Austin came to you like the day after we were discharged from the hospital, and even through like I think I was wearing a diaper, and I'm like, okay, Dr. Tom doesn't care. Like I've always felt super comfortable with you. You've always been super professional and honest with us. And if we're having issues, you address them right away. Or you know how to talk us through certain things as well. That just goes totally over my head. Like I have no idea what this means, but you simplify and you break it down. So again, I think the overall experience has been great. I've never like I always look forward to coming to your visits. It's never like oh, we're going to be in here for 20 minutes and then waiting around or not. Like your process has been great.
Awesome. And were there any specific aspects of our service that stood out to you or made you feel especially supported during the care?
Yeah, I think once I got like that big baby belly that I've never really got used to. I'm like, okay, wow, she's in there, but I have no like it still is mind blowing to me how she's stayed in there. Um, I think you just addressing like, okay, hey, we're gonna do some things differently now that you have this, giant belly. But if, again, like just processing and explaining everything to me really well. Um, I don't know. I think it helped a lot with my sleep to be complete. Like that's been the overall, like I slept really good. And I noticed it after I saw you. I don't think my pregnancy, I was really good. I don't think I ever missed an appointment with you. And I would go 3 times a week and I noticed visibly like, okay, I'm sleeping really well, or I feel really great. Like I never really was like, oh, this really hurts. So
No, you were super diligent, and that was really great because you also didn't have a little one to be taken care of. So you were just having yourself and work, and you were able to work around that schedule. And so, what would you say to another expectant mother or family considering chiropractic care for wellness and support?
I've told all of my friends and all my family in the area that have asked and listened. I think, and I'm sure you feel this a lot, but I think there's some sort of like not necessarily taboo, but I don't think people necessarily understand all of the benefits that come with it. Or when they think of chiropractic care, they're thinking of like, oh, he's cracking bones or he's popping knuckles or whatever. I don't know. So when you bring in like a pregnancy or a baby into that, a lot of people have a lot of questions. So my experience that I always tell people, I'm like, hey, it's really great. My body feels great. Again, I've had minimal nausea. I've had minimal headaches. I sleep really well. And then once baby's here, I feel really good. I had a hard labor, I had a hard delivery. But just going into your office, I was like, this is great. My body already feels better. This is super beneficial to it. Along with Merritt, like birth is traumatic. We all know that. Like it was traumatic for any baby, no matter what, whether it's C-section, natural, whatever, it's traumatic. So it really helps them in terms of like, understanding what their body is. And now they're in this new environment. And yeah, I tell people all the time, I'm like, you need to go. It's the best thing ever. You're just going to feel it from day one.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for trusting me with your family's health. And I look forward to caring for you guys in the future.